fans here in L.A.
To the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. Won by Chicago. Anthony Davis sends it away. The drive, right to the basket. Young on the drive, but his shot won't go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Los Angeles, they have it. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
And the bucket's good for DeMarcus.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Anthony Davis with a piece. DeMarcus Cousins, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
From the outside, no good. James. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. DeMarcus Cousins swats it. Rondo with the basketball. It's a 9-point lead. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Lakers come up with it. Oh, ferocious slam inside. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. DeMarcus Cousins. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play.
So we ask that all smoking take place in the designated areas located outside of the arena. Thank
Young.
you for your cooperation.
Short jumper stays out.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You've had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Short jumper misses.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
And 2 for AD.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. That misses with a second to go. No good. He couldn't get it to drop. Horn sounds ending this first quarter of play. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's James controlling the offense. LeBron James, terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Got it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way. Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ, but Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight finals wins. Chicago with the possession. And count the basket inside. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Number 15, DeMarcus Cousins.
James with the board. Anthony Davis. He's now 5 for 6.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Lakers at the controls right now. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Otto Porter rejects it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Cousins had to rush that one, and it's no good. DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air. They've got it now.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Porter. Otto Porter. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Rondo into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Nice pass to get things going.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. And counted at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And count the basket.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Lakers ball. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Keep working him out, boy. He can't guard you.
Stuffs it down with authority.
The assist from number 32, Chris Dunn.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
Knocked loose. And the rebound pulled down by Davis.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
He gets it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Boogie. Abuse. The rim. Big finish.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
James. They need something to go down. It's no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
LeBron into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Chance for Cousins. Gets a look. Can't hit. Chicago basketball. And the basket good at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
James into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Beyond the arc for 3. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Stuffs it down with authority. Corner 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. So far, it's been all Lakers. The Bulls in possession as we start the 4th quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Knocked loose. And scores. Strong take.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Here we go. I got him. I got him.
Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Count the basket at the rim.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Good touch and a bucket for Chris Dunn.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
I got ball. I got him. I got him. Here we go.
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Anthony Davis tips it. Ooh, 5 now.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. James buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block. Anthony Davis, huge block. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Oh, nice step through to get to the basket.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
It's James. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
James had to rush that one, and it's no good. Rondo can't connect.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Lakers have it. And the nice finish at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
DeMarcus Cousins with the block. Make that 7.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion.